Kill it. Kill Talk Radio.
Good day, people. Good day, people. Good day, people. Good day, people. We are back again with a good day, people. Welcome back to another episode of Kill Talk Radio. So I did a little bit of research, right? I'm very passionate about this topic because I don't believe in lying. So now that's gonna fuck it up for my OnlyFans. Now they gonna know that I'm bullshit. I ain't being honest with myself. Y'all look good, man. Everybody looks healthy. Is that like that's a thing? Don't mind me if I get a little emotional in regards to the topic of discussion.
Call Thomas.
Because that's just who I am. I'm an emotional being. Yeah, it's a very fucking serious topic, especially when you get to a certain age, right? Like, because you're probably gonna bump into a lot of single mothers. All right, good day, people. Y'all ready?
Hey, that's what he was when he said he was.
I was coming for heads. All right, let's show you how to party tonight. Let's go.
Black don't crack, baby.
Good day, people. Hold on, it's kind of hard to do it with this. I just want to show off all right, you can find the staple rolls, just so y'all know that we are complying with legal social distancing laws and rules. Well, some of us are, right? I love love. We plan on, being as consistent as possible, so just stay tuned to us, man. Good day, people. Are y'all ready? Because I am. Welcome back to another episode of Kill Talk Radio presents Sex, Love, and Hip Hop Conversation. I am Larry Love. Fuck money. Let's talk about some real shit. So y'all ready for this?
See, I knew this was coming, and boy, did it ever. Being a stay-at-home mom is not a job whatsoever. It's a privilege. You're privileged enough to be able to stay home because you have someone that provides a life for you that allows you to do so. Do you know how many single mothers out there actually have jobs and have to come home and then do your job? And before the group of women jump on here and say, we have the hardest job in the world. No, you don't. Not even a little bit. I was laid off of work for 4 months and I had to stay home, and it's the easiest shit I've ever done in my life. In fact, I got bored. I can do all the daily responsibilities that come with taking care of a house in no time. And then other than that, all you have to do is watch your kid, who when they get to a certain age, they pretty much watch themselves. Especially if your kid is in school. You're not a stay-at-home mom, you're just a stay-at-home. And then if you and your husband flip roles and you have to get a job and you have to provide for the family and he stays at home, he's a lazy piece of shit. But if a woman does it, it's the hardest job in the world. Make that make sense to me. And I'm not knocking stay-at-home mothers. I have respect for them, and I honestly think the world needs more of them because it's good for the kid. And coming from experience, I didn't have a mother growing up, so I know how important that is to a child. You just can't give me it's a full-time job. You can't take a nap at a full-time job. You can't watch TV at a full-time job. You have someone watching your every move at a full-time job, demanding that you do what they say. And it's funny that all this backlash and these comments are coming because I made a video that said a man shouldn't have to beg his wife to sleep with him. Let's look at the stress on a stay-at-home mom. Do you have to worry about providing a home for your family? What about food? What about transportation? What about clothing, school supplies? What about medical bills? Water? Heat? Electricity? Money for after-school activities like sports? Does your family's survival in life rest on your shoulders? What were your responsibilities today? Fold some clothes and change a diaper? I cannot imagine the stress that put you under. See, most women have no idea the stress that men are under, and the women that do are single, independent mothers that take care of themselves. And when they get in a relationship, they appreciate the fuck out of the help because they know what it's like to have that stress on them. So you don't have a job. You're privileged because someone that has a job takes care of you. And once again, no hate to stay-at-home moms. You're actually very appreciated. Let's just call a spade here.
Let's call a spade here. Are we on? Are they ready?
Baby.
Oh man, good day, people. Good day. Welcome back to another episode of Sex, Love, and Hip Hop, the conversation, talk trauma. I am Larry Little, the love coach. Hold on, let me turn this down. I'm hearing the echo of myself. How do I get out of it? Hold on, there we go. All right.
Chris, what's good, man? What's good?
We're gonna jump straight into it. I got Mr. Fix It with me.
What up?
And as usual, we are waiting for the deuce because he
man
loves to make a fashionably late entrance. Yeah, he does it.
Yes, sir.
So when he gets here, he'll be able to chime in. Hopefully he's listening, so he could just slide right in the conversation the way that niggas slide in females DMs with Cash App money. Let's get straight to it, man. We tipping this in already. Yeah, we ain't gonna play no games with it.
He's going there early. What we call those? We call those simps, right? Simps.
You know what I mean? That's a name for them.
Terminology.
Yeah, they definitely call them that. That's one of the terminologies for those types of people.
It's good,
Chris.
And good.
I respect the simp. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes a very strong individual to bring himself to a place to just give a woman some money just because she's a woman. Like that's it. Like that's the reason. But I was gonna do today's episode fully naked. Just to show.
I probably wouldn't have showed up.
Just to show the privilege. Just to show that the response would be completely different if there was a woman who looked just like me.
There you go. That's right. No simps, baby.
And she was naked on camera to do a podcast. She probably have a handful of people watching and tipping and what is it? Pressing the stars and all of that.
The charts, bro.
Exactly, right?
Hundreds of shares.
But it doesn't work.
Hundreds of shares, all the star donos, bro. All the likes and the follows. Everyone looking for the next stream, right?
Right. All like any link that she posts.
I deal with that shit.
Any link that she posts is gonna be lit after that, right? That part.
Because they're looking.
You know what I'm saying?
They're waiting for the next time she gonna be naked on camera.
In real life, right? I knew that the topic was gonna stir up some emotions, and that's why I did the poll in the group, the Kill Talk Presents Sex, Love, and Hip Hop Facebook group. I did the poll in the group, and the results were 50. I think it was 54% said females have it easier, and the other, well, then it was like 42% said males have it easier, and then 1.1% said other. And we trying to figure out.
That was the poll. I was like, what the hell is the other? You was like, yo, be quiet before we get canceled. Yo, there is no other. It's male or female. And I'm pretty sure there are going to be no objections, man, because even with with transgendered and everything like that, man, it's either male or female. Unless you have the ones that don't identify. I guess that would be considered other, right?
Do you see how
bro? This is the real. This is the talk.
Do you see how
trauma?
Do you see how fast the alphabet community moves? You see how fast they move,
and they will move quickly to respect what I say because I'm not saying anything out of line. I'm trying to make it understandable for everyone else, right? So other would be considered the ones who don't who are gender neutral, right? That would be other. And then you have your male and your female.
I don't know the proper way to describe it. That's why I just said other.
We just gonna leave that right there. We're gonna leave that right there. We're gonna take that. We're gonna take that right there. We're gonna take that little bit right there, right? We just gonna tuck. We're gonna tuck that.
Cool.
Gonna tuck that right there. We're gonna leave that right there.
Right. So the results of the poll
pretty much said that females have the privilege, right?
Right.
And all of the voters, 100% of the voters that voted female were male, right?
And everyone
then
who voted male were female.
-1.
Okay.
So the majority of the people who voted males were females, -1. Right. So the shit is really not a debate for real. Like, come on. Like, really, you know what I'm saying? If we're really being honest, right? If we are really being honest,
but they're not going to see it that way, though, bro. It's not. You're not gonna have a lot of people that are gonna see that we really even shouldn't be having this conversation. Like, right? Like, it should just be a stated fact, right? But you're gonna have those the select few that are not going to agree with that, man, because I mean, if you think about it, for a while they didn't have any kind of privilege, right? So they're women.
Man, are we going that far back?
Right.
Are we going that far
back?
Come on,
right.
Stop,
okay. So look, so it's like they're still living off of that. You know
just
what
like
I mean?
The niggas who are still mad at slavery.
Right, bro. Get over that shit.
Like, come on, man.
Can no one enslave you now? So like, let's just stop talking about that shit. And if anyone try, what you gonna do? You know what I mean? You're not gonna sit there and let them. We gonna fight the master.
Let's keep it 100,000% here. I'm talking in general when it comes to males and females in any type of environment. I'm talking workspace, personal space, home space, public social space, every single space that exists in our world today. Women have all of the privilege.
I explain.
There's nothing that they can't get away with. There's nothing that they can't get away with in any space. The legal system.
Nah, bro.
Oh my God. Let's not even talk about that part.
All right, elaborate. You gotta elaborate. You gotta elaborate. You can't just be like, yo, they're getting away with everything no matter what space or what situation they in. I can't say that I 100% agree. I can't say I 100% agree that they get away with
Name one where they don't. Name one where they don't.
I mean, I don't see that the law, like how. I need an explanation as to how like what are they doing? Like what's the situation?
All right, okay, so you're in a confrontation. Not even a confrontation. It ain't got to be a confrontation. You're in any type of situation. You and another female. You're standing on the street. Two complete strangers. You call the police.
All right, you don't even gotta go there because it's always gonna be the woman's word over the man's unless there's a witness. Yeah, I mean you're right.
Exactly.
In that
right?
sense, yeah.
Okay. So
because all she has to do is say he hit me. He hit me. Well, I didn't hit her. Well, where's the proof? She's saying that she did, and she has a red mark on her arm. Meanwhile, she was sitting there the whole time doing this until the police got there.
Could be anything, right? It could be anything. Let's talk about the workspace. Let's talk about the workplace environment. You can't even compliment a female anymore in real life without
sexual
potentially
harassment
ending up with some type of suit case or a write up or some shit. Like, damn, nigga, all I did was tell her that her shoes look nice.
Right.
Like any yo, that's what it's not even a debate for real. Like, we could have a debate just to have a debate, but I'm like, come on, man. If we're being honest with ourselves, if we're being, rational adults in the world nowadays, and we're all parents, right? Mm-hmm. So let's keep it a buck, right? Let's keep it a buck. When you got daughters, you got sons, right?
Right.
Who gets the most love, bro?
My son.
Who's protected more?
My daughters.
Exactly.
And then look, and they're older than him. My son gets the most love because he's still the baby, right? But him being the baby and being the boy, I still teach him that he needs to protect his sisters even though they're bigger than him. You know what I mean? So it's I mean, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
And it only gets amplified as they get older.
As they get older, right?
As they get older, especially in the hip hop community. I watched there's so many relationship gurus online now talking about, the community. Let's
Women
talk
are
about the
literally
king queen
paid
conversation.
less for the same exact work men do.
Come on, son. Let's be
I don't
serious
know.
out here
I
in
don't
these
know
streets.
about that nowadays, though, Lisa.
What?
I don't know. I don't know
That's
about
not
that.
the case.
But I
That's
hear
definitely
you.
not the case.
I mean, I hear you, but I don't
That
know. I
was
don't know about that now. I feel like
that was
nowadays,
1970,
man, women are getting paid just as much as men are.
just as much. Straight up.
There's a lot of successful
And
women out there, man,
every
who are doing well for themselves. So nowadays, I think that's kind of tough to actually say or put out there. I don't think that's the same.
in every space. What like one of the most common topics recently, like to say the last 6 months to a year, in terms of relationships, and I'm talking about a male female relationship, that dynamic, right? And I know that you're on social media, you're engaged. I know you've seen it too,
Bro, I can
and I'm
tell you
sure
some shit from my side that I don't agree with. It pisses me the fuck off.
Okay,
I'm gonna be honest. Mad
all
as
right,
shit.
so right, and it happens. It happens. The conversation is happening even more in the Black community, the people of color community. It's happening like this. How come? How many races do you know of? And you live in several diverse places.
Right.
You got friends of all colors. How many races or how many cultures do you know consistently tell the females in their culture that they don't need to do certain things, like they don't need to pay for stuff, they don't need to, do certain types of things, that the man is supposed to do it?
Yo, there's a few. I
Yeah.
I have female friends that legit like tell me straight up that they don't fuck with these guys, and they're not friends. They're calling them sponsors.
Oh, that's disrespectful.
Highly disrespectful.
That is disrespectful.
Because you have these men who think that you're building this bond and this relationship with them, and they're doing whatever they need to make sure you're okay. But meanwhile, in the back of your head, that's all you're looking for. But you're not making that clear to these men. But then when you go out and you talk about them, you talk to your friends about them, you're labeling these guys as sponsors. Like, yo, you just sponsored my trip. He just sponsored my outfit. Yo, he just sponsored my bag. Yo, he just sponsored my bottle service. Yo, he just sponsored my hotel. Yo, he just sponsored this. It's like, yo, it's fucked up, man. Women, it's crazy how much power women have, but then lead men to believe that they don't have any at all. And it's crazy.
Message.
Yo, for real, message, nigga, ding dong, like, yo, look.
Give yourself a round of applause.
Yo, it's fucking, yo, it's true facts though, man. All right, so look, my side, right, on this gaming world. All right, and I'm not trying to knock anybody. I'm not trying to knock any female streamers who are out here doing their thing, bro, playing their games or whatever. I understand you cornering the market and you're taking advantage of the situation that you can to make your bread. I get it. Right? But this conversation isn't about that. It's about the privilege that you guys have over men that you fail to realize or accept or even put out as it being a fact. Right?
They know they do though. But go ahead.
But they're not gonna tell you or tell us, you know what I mean? But if we sit here and we have this discussion, they're gonna be like, no. I've already watched female streamers do the same exact thing we doing right now because they mad that male streamers are saying, yo, you guys have it easier because you're putting your tits out on screen. You guys are getting more views and more followers because you're showing more skin. Right? I can't sit here with my chest out. Me sitting here with my chest out isn't gonna bring nobody else in to view my shit.
Right.
If I was a female out here with my tits hanging, or if I'm posting pictures with my ass out in a thong, yo, how many likes and views you think that gonna get as a female over a male? Fact. Let's be honest, right?
Yeah.
So like y'all. The privilege is there. Women use it. They deny that they have it, and that's a fact. You know what I mean? Like even Like the fact that we got comments saying that females make less money than men doing the exact same shit, and I'm not calling you out, Lisa, but you know, like that mindset right now in 2023, to me, I feel like it's still back. That's a 90s comment, early 2000s. Like we're in 2023, man. Women out here making bread. Yo, younger generations, and like it's all around the board. Younger generations, man, people in their early 20s, in their late teens, are becoming early millionaires based off of the shit that they do. Like, so the whole equality and getting paid and making money, like, to me, everyone makes the same bread. It's how much effort you put into making that bread. It's not based off of who pays who and what, or who you are, or your sexuality. I think that's nonsense nowadays. We can't lean on that crutch anymore. You know what I mean? Like that's done. In my opinion, anyway.
I haven't seen it happen in a long time. But so like the conversation is that like the king queen conversation, right? The whole you know, well, actually, what really what bothers me is when people use the terminology "real man," right? So when I'm hearing females say things like a real man would never let his woman work, a real man would never split bills with his woman, a real man is supposed to do this, a real man is supposed to do that. What's a real woman supposed to do in society's eyes like that? When it comes to those types of things, what's a real woman supposed to do? So a real woman is supposed to do what the dude in the video said at the beginning. The real woman is supposed to stay at home with the kids and manage the house, right? But if we say that's the opinion,
that's the opinion of it.
That you know.
But like he said in the video, society, man, that's a privilege because not everyone has the ability to do that. You know what I mean? Like right. you can't expect to stay at home and not contribute at all. You know what I mean? Like, yo, right. if a man goes to a woman like, hey, you know what? You go ahead, you stay home, make sure house is good, make sure kids are good. I'm gonna worry about everything financial, right? Yo, that's a fucking blessing. That's a blessing. That's a privilege. That's a fucking privilege. Yo, I wish a woman would come to me and be like, listen, Joe, you can stay home. Don't go to work. Stay home. Make sure my house good. Make sure the kids good. I got you. I'm gonna be like,
you think I wouldn't?
Yo, I'm gonna be like, nah, I can't do that. But I'm a fall back a little. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna put out as much fucking pressure. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not. It's gonna be like 10 pounds just got lifted from my shoulders. Like, all right, so I don't have to worry about everything by myself. You know what I mean? Like everybody wants equal. Like, right? Women want equal, but then you don't want to be equal.
Until it's time to be equal.
Yo, equal would be 50-50 on everything. Right? That's equal. Right?
That part.
That's equal. Yo, me getting up, going to work, busting my ass, worrying about what bills need to be paid and when they need to be paid and how they're going to be paid and what money's coming in and managing that and managing this and yo, that's a lot. That's a lot on one person to worry about for more than one person. You know what I mean? Like if it was just me worrying about myself, yo, we good. But what were you doing before you met me? Oh, I know what you were doing. You had sponsors.
Multiple.
Like, yo, come on.
You know what I'm saying?
And then you don't see it as a privilege. I don't know.
What type of slander do
I can. Chris said he can. He'll stay home. They tell him stay home. He's staying. Heard
me
you,
too. I'm staying home. And the real part is I'll probably keep the crib cleaner than you'll keep the crib. You know what I'm saying? In real life, you know what I mean? But it's like, what type of slander does the male species, take on in that position? If we accept it like that, we looked at as all types.
I looked at like bums, bro. I know another man. Bums. Yo, I know. Look. If you told me, you was like, yo, Joe, man, I met this chick, bro. She told me, she got me for life, man. I'm about to marry this woman. I don't gotta do shit. Stay home, keep the house clean. I'm like, nigga, you a bum.
Facts.
I'm like, yo, go. I'm like, yo, at least go get a part-time job or focus on something that you couldn't do because you were worried about making it, because you were worried about where your next meal was gonna be. Now focus on that one thing that you put aside. Now do that. Don't just sit home. You know what I mean?
And it's it's crazy because like the entitlement of a female, the species itself, it starts like we start them young, right? Daddy's girls.
Right.
We
I just
spoil
remember
them from
something.
day one.
I just remember. 'Cause I could have sworn I just heard that Tiger Woods' girlfriend, who he left, or is going after his trust.
30 million or a whole bunch.
Bro, like, what makes you think you entitled to that shit? Like, what makes you think you entitled to that shit? Why?
Right.
Because we were dating or we were together for a long time and you didn't have to worry about shit while you were with me because I made it for myself. Yo, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym? The fuck?
And then she say it, and she feel like, well, he, and there's so many females now, you know, they throw the things out there like, you know, don't introduce me to a energy that you can't, you know, maintain type shit. And it's like, hold up.
I make money just,
you know,
just get to sit home also. That's good. Shit.
Like, there's so many different, like, the conversation could go so many
the dynamic
ways.
Is crazy. It really can. It really
you know what I'm
can.
saying? And in every direction that it goes to, the females have the privilege.
Right.
There isn't one, bro. The only one that I will give them, that you know may not be a privilege for them, is them being females and being approached by people.
Yeah.
Like being approached by men in certain types of environments.
But then again, yo, I gotta interrupt you on that shit, right? Because
I'm just saying that
they put themselves out there they make themselves approachable and then get mad when they get approached, right? And then their response is, "Yo, I want to look good." But, yo, you can look good without being so revealing. Like, since when is revealing your skin and what you have looking good? Like, why is that considered looking good? Yo, I could put on a full suit. Right? You gonna tell me I don't look good because I'm not showing any skin? Like, yo, come on, man.
They want to,
but then you got your tits lifted up. You got your ass all skin tight. You know, like you got your pants on skin tight. Like, and then when someone come and look at you, a man come up to you and look at you or compliment you, you know what I mean? Like, now it's a problem. Oh, yeah, I didn't come out here for that. Then why'd you come out there with that?
Ooh. That's a tough conversation to have. That's going to be a whole nother topic. In a female's defense, I will say that, you know, just because you're revealing doesn't give anybody else the opportunity or the freedom to, you know.
What you mean, freedom of speech, bro?
To do well, you can say whatever you want to say. You know what I'm saying? You can say whatever you want to say, but I mean, you know, touching them and, you know, grabbing them in public.
Yeah, the hands-on shit,
you know,
is
like
out
that,
of line, right?
You know, that type of, you know, putting pressure on them in a way that can make them feel uncomfortable just because they're dressed a certain kind of way. I'm gonna defend them on that part.
But you can't come out like that not expecting to get some words or some eyes.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure that there's some type of attention seeking there. I'm sure of that. You know what I mean? But, you know, that's what I'm saying. That's the only case that I will give them that I will say, you know, being a female might not be a privilege for you and those types of things. But everything else in life, the other 99 parts of our universe, females absolutely have the privilege. You can get whatever you want just by being a female. Just by being a female, you have the power. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about getting whatever you want, but well, you know what? Yeah, listen.
What?
Listen.
Come on, bro. How
power?
Not?
They got the power. They got the power. So, I don't know about whatever they want though.
I would love to hear something that they can't get just by being a female. I would love to hear it. Are you on Twitter?
I can't even think about it. I can't even think of anything, man. I'm on Twitter, but I haven't been on Twitter. Yeah, they do. Chris says, yeah, they do. Listen, man. Hey, look, I'm trying to not to be so one-sided here. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's really hard because, you know, as a man, when you think about the situations that you're put in, right, and then you think about situations that females are put in, it's like, fuck, bro. Fuck.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not,
That
and this
part.
ain't to go against, like, yo, single moms, women out there that are actually doing their thing. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't, I, I can't say all women, because not all women move like that. You know what I mean?
True.
Not all women move like that. But not all men move like men either.
What does that mean?
It's sad.
What does it mean? What does that mean? What does
It's
that
sad
mean?
as
What
fuck,
does it,
bro.
what does it mean to be? What does it mean to move like a man? Right. So then once we answer that question, then it's what does it mean to move like a woman?
I mean, to move. Let's just put it like this.
To move like a woman traditionally.
Hold
on. Traditionally, because I know you're gonna go in. Traditionally, the idea of moving like a woman is the man taking care of everything.
And then them taking care of the home, traditionally, right? Well, look, I move like that.
That's not privilege.
My thing was this, right? Like, when me and my wife, when we first got together, like, she was doing her own thing. Like, she had her career, I had mine, right? We had our first kid. We didn't really have anyone to sit around and watch the kids. So I was like, yo, I prefer it be you, right? You stay home, I'll go to work, I'll make sure everything is good. This way we know our kids are okay and we're not leaving them in the hands of someone else, right? To me, that's not a privilege, that's an agreement, right? Because she had her own. She was doing her own thing, and she wasn't leaving me to do it by myself. It was something I suggested, which made sense, and we both agreed on it, right? But she had this
privilege.
It's a privilege, right, to be able to do it. Yo, it was hard, you know what I mean? But it's a privilege to be able to do something like that, right? Because not everyone can. But I'm not gonna take from her because of the decision that both of us had made. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't like, yeah, I want to stay home. No, it was something that I suggested because we didn't have anyone, and we didn't want me as a new father. I didn't want to trust my daughter in just anyone's hands. I'd rather my daughter be with her mother. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that was a decision. That was a decision that we made. It was an agreement, you know. But
and
she ended up getting stir crazy, you know. And once our kids were able to speak for themselves and tell you that something's wrong, you know, she wanted to go back to work, so she went back to work.
Right.
You know, and it's not like I don't know. Man.
But I'm sure that the reason that the suggestion was even made by you is because of what the perspective of a traditional world like that. If that was never in place, how often would those suggestions be made by men? Period.
Probably hardly ever. Home. It made more sense, man, because what I was doing made more money than what she was doing. You know what I mean? So it just made more sense.
Too.
It made more sense, and it's not because we get paid more as men. It's because my profession was making more than what hers was, and that's why that situation happened the way that it did. You know what I mean? And it's to this day, it's like, like she worked now because, you know, we're trying to get ahead of the game. You know, and it's not like we're trying to be on top of everything in order to get more. And in order to do that, we all have to put in our work. And it's not like it's like necessary. It's got to be equal in everything, man. It helps you build on everything. And people who don't believe that are just sad.
That's why I say in real life, if we're being honest with each other as human beings in the American society, there's really no debate to have.
No.
There's no debate to have. The females have the privilege.
Yeah.
The females have the fucking privilege. When was the last time you went out and somebody bought you a drink? When was the last time you went out and somebody held the door for you other than a bellboy or other than a some type of chauffeur or some sort?
My son, because I'm teaching him manners.
Well, okay. You're teaching him manners. Are you teaching your daughters to open doors for people?
Nope. They should have the doors open for them.
Exactly. And we started young, right? Look, we started young, right?
Yo, listen, I'm teaching my kids what I was taught, and now I'm sitting here rethinking what I'm teaching my kids because, that's not equal. Like, why shouldn't the door be held open for me, yo? Why is it mandatory that a woman walks through a door first?
Thank you.
Why is that? Is it because they're the mortar and you got to make sure everything is okay so that the man survives just in case it's not? Because he's the breadwinner and pays the bills. I mean, is that the reason? That's the only reason why. It's like, it's like sending the pawns in before the fucking king goes in, right? You send the pawns in chess. You let them get destroyed to make sure all is clear, and then the king comes into the room and finishes them off.
All right, boom. I'm glad that you said that. Now this is perfect. Check this out. So the kingdom, that lifestyle, king and queen, what happens?
The queen is always a sacrifice, bro.
Who walks in first?
The king.
Exactly.
The king.
We living in a world, bro.
And he sits down and the woman stands up until it's okay for her to sit down.
We living in a world now. We living in a society now where all of these females want to be called queens. They want to be treated like queens, but they don't want to act like queens. You want a king, but you don't want. You want a king, but you don't want to treat a nigga like a king for real. I'm not supposed to have to ask you if you're a queen and I'm a king. I'm not supposed to have to ask you for certain types of things. And I'm definitely not supposed to hear the word no.
But listen, freedom of speech, bro. And no means no. And no means no. No means no.
It's unreal.
Like,
man.
what things? What things do you feel are mandatory of a woman and a male in a relationship? What's mandatory
queen or a regular relationship?
Mandatory obligations, king and queen. What's mandatory obligations of a king and a queen?
I'm the leader, and that's it. You follow my lead. You trust me. The communication has to be there.
Well, that's in the Bible, always bro.
Be there. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. But, questioning. You don't question me.
Yeah.
I'm the leader. You chose me as your king.
You gotta trust
me. Just like
you have to trust.
You elected the president. You don't question him after you elect him. He proves himself to you, and then you pick him, and then you let it go.
Don't you have to trust your queen as well?
Absolutely.
You got to make sure that she's going to make the right decisions and then not lead you down the wrong path as well. Let you make a wrong decision. So it's okay.
She's not leading.
I feel it's okay. I feel it's okay for a queen to challenge the king, but not necessarily challenge, but make sure the way he's moving is the right way and not the wrong way. You know what I mean? Like,
we can do that.
Like, you have to trust me that I'm going to bring us in the right direction. And I have to be able to trust you that if I'm making a wrong decision, you're going to tell me and be open and honest about it. Right. And if we don't have that connection, then what do we have? What are we doing? You're just here and I'm your sponsor at that point.
Yeah, but that's the courtship. That's the courtship. That's before you even become the king and the queen. Before you pick her as your queen, you go through those things, those tests. You have those conversations to make sure that she's rocking with you the way that you need her to be rocking with you, and vice versa.
But usually, before a woman becomes a queen, she has to be ready for that and accept that within herself before she could even say, "Hey, listen, yeah, I can." Before we have that conversation of figuring out where you're at, you need to know where you're at with your label.
So
if you're calling yourself a queen, then you need to be ready to move as a queen. If you're calling yourself a king, then you need to be able to move as a king. You know, and if you're not ready to take those steps, then you need to stop using those labels. Point blank, period.
Absolutely. And
don't call yourself a man if you're not a man. Don't call yourself a woman if you're not a woman. And I don't mean by your sexual parts. I'm talking about how you move, period.
Right. And that's exactly the society that we're living in right now, because the privilege of a female is so real and it's so like in your face that they feel like they can do all of this other stuff that's not queen stuff, but still be labeled and treated like a queen.
Right.
And have sponsors and kings, niggas who want to lead them and take care of them and pay for shit and expose them and show greatness and build this with them. But then they got all of these demands for themselves as females. Then they still want to be called these other things. Like you said, like, so, you know, if you want to be, you want to be approached, but you don't want to be approached.
You don't want to be approached.
You know, You know what I mean? Like
I'm putting this shit on to catch everybody's eye, right? Because this goes back to our first fucking episode, right? This goes back to our first episode, caring about what people think, right? So you put these clothes on because you want to portray this image of you looking good and fine and bad and your body built and I'm stacked and my tits are up, my ass is out, my stomach's flat, my makeup's what do they say? Beat. They beat my face beat, whatever the fuck they say, right? And then when a man come up to you because you done did all of that, right? And even like, all right, say, my man got all his shit together, but he don't look the way you like. So that gives you the reason to be rude and nasty and disrespectful to him because you didn't like him approaching you because he didn't look the way you liked, but he wasn't rude enough. You know what I mean? But you rocking all this shit the way you rocking it, you know, you asking for attention. And when you get that attention that you seeking, if it's not coming from the right person, you an asshole. Why is that okay? Now, if all men acted like that, it'd be a fucking problem. But we don't do that shit, right? So look, Lisa put in the chat, Nas actually still a fact backed up by actual data about the money. So tell me why Bad Baby made what, 30 million in her first month on fucking OnlyFans? Ooh. What man you know did that? But we all get paid the same. That ain't, listen, that's not a fact. You get paid differently based off of your experience and your capabilities. Right? A man can't go on OnlyFans and spread his legs and get a subscriber to subscribe for $19.99 a month.
Yeah.
I can't go on OnlyFans and post pictures of me changing daily and get a subscriber for $19.99 and make $30 million in a couple months. It's impossible. No man can do that shit. No fucking man can do that shit.
Yeah, it's not. It's not even. It's funny. It's funny to hear it because there's so many. Like when I watch like the feminism type activists and stuff, like they running around, screaming, this isn't fair, this isn't fair, this isn't fair type stuff, and I couldn't. My patience is too thin. I couldn't even be in that space because I'd be the person that's out in the protest throwing water bottles at people, like. Throwing water and throwing coins at them motherfuckers. Like, y'all, like, come on, man, let's be serious out here. And then it's crazy that they let's not, if we start to get into color, bro, come on, we start getting into race about this. Come on, son. White woman. There's white women out here that are comparing themselves to black men in terms of the way they're being treated in the world. What? How, Sway? Come on, man. Stop this. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's unreal. You know what I mean? So it's like, what? How, Sway? How? The reason that I even wanted to have this conversation this week was because, all right, for those people that don't know me too well, don't know the inner dealings of my life, my past. So for some reason, I don't know why, but for some reason, a lot of people that know me or think that they know me think that I only deal with white women, right? I don't really know why, but whatever. I deal with all women, every color, every race, every shape, every size, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I fuck with who fucks with me.
I don't understand. Where'd that come from?
I don't know. I have no clue where this comes from.
Look, I'm over here. When you said that shit, I'm going down history. I'm going down I'm replaying history, right? And I'm like, shit, I've known Lawrence for fucking forever. Let me think back about this shit.
Every color, bro.
White girl, black girl, black girl, Hispanic girl, black girl, white girl, Hispanic girl, Indian girl.
Straight up.
And, like, yo, what?
You know what I'm saying?
What?
Like, what? Like, I don't know where it comes from. You know what I'm saying? So the other day, Sunday, somebody called me, and I was talking to this female, and I'm talking about the things that I like doing, right?
Right.
Sexually.
Right.
That conversation happens, right?
We are living in a society where everyone wants to be a victim. Yo, everybody.
Big facts, Carrie.
Everybody. Instead of just owning up to who you are and what you're capable of, you just cry victim, cry wolf all the fucking time, man. Like, for what?
So she said to me, she's like, all of the stuff that you into, not all of the stuff, but she was like, some of the stuff that you're into, you only gonna get that from white girls. I'm like,
why?
I'm like, but you want to go around here and call yourself a queen,
but you're not willing to take care of your king. That part.
You know what I mean? So that's why I wanted to have a conversation. I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy how females think, certain types of females feel like this. They feel like they don't have to do stuff, or they're not willing to compromise certain things, but then they want us, the man, to compromise almost everything.
Right.
It's crazy. And like, how can you look at that clearly in the face and not out loud accept that that's a fucking privilege? That shit is weird to me. I be like, the shit is it blows my mind.
This world is based off privileges, man. The fact that we doing this shit right now is a fucking privilege. The shit that we have in our everydays are a fucking privilege. The fact that us as people and human beings, women, men, whatever the fuck you want to call us, bro, don't recognize the privilege that we live in every fucking day is ridiculous. And
well, yeah, as Americans, we have a lot of privileges, dude. For sure.
Humans, period, all around the world. Some have more than others, right? Some have less. Some have less. Some have less than others, right? But they still have more. They still have more than. They still have more than what we would have if the world didn't take over if man hasn't taken over the way that they did. Right?
If this video gets out like real far, I don't want to make it sound like we're not, or I'm not recognizing the unfortunate parts of the world. I'm talking when I'm talking about this privilege stuff. I'm talking about American society. Where I'm from, I was raised here. You know what I'm saying? I was born here. American society. All of my opinions are coming from American society.
If this video plays, bro, in any other country, they're gonna be like, "Oh, that's America." That's America. That's America. Yo, where is that in India, bro? Where they pick your marriage?
Yes,
right? You don't have a choice. Countries.
Yes,
right, and you play your part. You play your role.
Yes, absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. Like we have a ridiculous amount of privilege here in our country, and it just grows as we get older and the world turns. And the fact that people fail to recognize the privilege that they have in front of them or admit to the privilege that they have, to me at this point is fucking ridiculous. Like, why hide? Like,
yeah,
like you can say you're real or you keep it 100 and you're this and you're that, but then you fail to state facts of life.
Not statistical facts,
right?
But facts of life, like for real. You know,
take the good, you take the bad.
And like
here you have the facts of life.
Like Carrie said, yeah, it's all about perspective. Everything is about perspective. Everything, you know what I'm saying? But if your perspective of American society,
there's nothing wrong with being spoiled. But I'm sure you deserve it. That's why you're spoiled, or not necessarily deserve it. Someone wants to spoil you. You don't necessarily have to deserve it to be spoiled,
But I'm sure Carrie recognizes that being spoiled is a privilege.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that privilege is really allotted more to females than it is to males. Straight up.
This is a lot more as expected from a man than a woman, man. And it's been that way for years. for decades,
Forever.
for centuries,
almost
for life.
Shit.
For
The
life.
fuck, man. You know what I'm saying? You can oh man. The
She
conversation,
says I am
is
privileged. See, listen, facts. Acknowledgement.
Thank
Yo,
you.
I think that's all
We
men.
love you. Give Carrie a hand of applause.
That's
Carrie
all
a
men
round of
really
applause,
want
please.
is the acknowledgement.
Thank you for that.
You know, that there is privilege among women. And a lot of women don't want to accept the fact. Like my man said in the video in the beginning, man. Just because you stay at home, like, you know, that's not a job. I mean, yeah, you work, you clean the house, you do this, you do that. I hear you. It's a good thing. It's appreciated. But what else do you have to worry about? Like what else is at the top of your list that matters to your everyday, right? That can affect your detriment? Nothing.
They bleed.
Nothing. And I'm not saying that to throw shots.
Oh,
it's the fucking truth. It's the truth.
It is the truth, man.
It's the truth.
Big
because
facts.
the man will go to work, and if he doesn't get up and go to work, guess what? That paycheck gonna be cut short. Guess what? Not gonna have enough to pay that bill. Guess what? Not gonna be able to buy that meal. Guess what?
Huh.
Listen, man.
Yo, it's crazy, man. Like like there's gonna have to be a part. This conversation is gonna go on forever, and that's unfortunate too, because there's still gonna be females that don't accept that part of it, and because of whatever their lives have been, any type of struggle they've been through, they're gonna carry it into now, just like the people that are still talking about slavery. You know what I'm saying? And we're oppressed. Their families are poor now because of slavery. Like, come on, man. Stop it.
Nah, it's because y'all don't know how to get it out the mud.
Get out and get something. What are you talking about?
Like the opportunities are out there, man. Like, seriously, people walk around with $1,000 devices in their pocket, right? It went from having to go to the library or owning a in-home computer to being able to walk around constantly with a computer in your pocket. Yo, remember when we had pocket PCs back in the day, bro? With the Trios and the pocket PCs,
yeah, the Blackberries and getting the tree. Yeah,
right. Look, now this is what it is. You have a photo camera, you have a video camera, you have social media, you have Google, you have the World Wide Web, you have video games, you have email, you have Messenger, you have text messages, you have voicemail. Yo, everything in the palm of your hands. Don't tell me you cannot be successful. At any moment in time, you can pull your computer out of your pocket and Google what you need to fucking Google to find out what you need to find out in order to make your life better and put yourself in a better situation.
You said pull your computer out of your pocket.
What the fuck it is, bro? Look at this shit. The fuck, man? This is my phone, right? Listen, right now I'm controlling the stream from my phone, right? Like look at this shit, bro. Like everything that we have, come on, yo. There's no reason whatsoever.
I'm on two phones. I'm filming with one phone, and then I'm in the chat on another phone.
No reason. No reason.
Yeah,
there's all types of grants and financial aid and fucking awards that you can get to go to school to get an education, man. So I ain't trying to hear all that shit. You can better yourself the same way everyone else is doing that's getting money that you're claiming you ain't have a way up out the hood. You just ain't take your way up out the hood. You just ain't take your way out of that bad situation that you in. You chose not to.
And if we were to end it, and if we were two females right now on this podcast in our bikinis, we would have it would be pinging right now.
Yo, I'm in my bathing suit. I'm in my bathing suit, yo. I mean, can I get some views?
Send JoJo some tips. Send some tips.
Send me some fucking stars. What the fuck, bro?
Send some stars in this
Send some stars my way. I'm in my bathing suit. I mean, can I get some love? Man. Can I get a like? Can I get some shares and a follow? The fuck? Can I live?
Man, we would.
Can I have a sponsor?
We was two females.
Why are you, Carrie? Why are you not wearing bikinis? Would it appease you if I did? Like, would you send me stars if I put on a bikini?
I wanted to do.
Would you subscribe?
To do this podcast naked. I wanted to do today's podcast naked just to see. But I was gonna fuck around and get my feelings hurt because I was gonna be naked, and then we would have no viewers, and then I'll be like, "See, this is some bullshit." You know what I mean?
Yo, she said she subscribed if we was in the bikinis, bro. She'd subscribe. Oh man, lying ass. You a lie.
My niggas. Nah, real shit, man. It's crazy, man. Nah, man. I'm eager to hear what the Deuce has to say about this conversation. I think that's why he got missing today. I think he didn't want to. He's the ladies' man. He didn't want to upset any of his female friends and followers because this conversation, he know that the energy was going to be in a different place.
That's why I was like, "Yo, can we do early?" He was like, "Okay, fine."
Yeah, he didn't want to be there. Yeah, he wanted to be there.
It's all about entertainment. Listen, everything is entertainment. So just right here, this is a form of entertainment. Right, but we're not looking for all that extra shit. We're just trying to put the word out and make people knowledgeable about what's going on, and accept the fact that this is life, right? But we want everyone to be open to that and open-minded to that, instead of hiding behind what society says it is. Fuck that. This is the real, man. We're gonna talk about what needs to be heard and what needs to be said, and the shit that people are trying to fucking blind everyone to. Fuck that. This is life.
Carrie's gonna be on part 2 of this conversation. Done.
Oh,
done
shit.
And done. Get ready to have this
special guest.
Should we do it? Should we do it next week? Should next week be part 2 because we got to get Deuce on it, or should we wait a little while?
Nah, fuck that. Let's keep the conversation. No, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
Let's do it on Mother's Day.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
Hell no. Hell no.
Come on, man. We gotta change the world, bro. We gotta change the world in the way it works. Now let's get it. Okay, cool. Carrie's on it. Let's.
She said, I didn't think I'm qualified. Listen, I don't think I'm qualified here, but I'm here. Listen.
We gonna get it done, man. All right, man. Look, the Deuce has the bear has what's it when they come out of hibernation? Is there a word for that? Coming out of hibernation.
Yeah. Dehibernate.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
He can't dehibernate. He came out. He's up now. He's up now. This guy calling my phone right now. He's late for work. See? Now.
You late on your 6th day.
He should be fired, right? He should be fired or written up. Would we treat a woman the same way?
It depends on what she does. Oh!
Look at this guy. He wants to say hello. He wants to say hello before we say goodbye.
Let's hear his opinion real quick. Deuce, women's privilege. They privileged or nah?
This guy. Gotta love it, man.
There he is, bro. Can't hear you. Oh, muted.
The Deuce.
Mic check.
Has it easier?
There he is.
It's a struggle.
Who has it easier, males or females?
Oh, definitely men. Men have it easier.
Oh, we gotta delete this guy.
Men have it easier.
Oh, he's lying. He's cheating.
Yeah.
His mother's watching.
Oh no.
I will say definitely men have it easier, but definitely there are some lanes and avenues that men can't come close to. The men can't come close to for sure.
This guy.
You think men have it easier than women?
I consider myself charming, but I don't consider myself 10% of the average woman with charm.
All right, elaborate.
I
Elaborate,
can
please.
get my way.
Why do you feel that men have it easier than women?
Why do I feel that men have it? Just the way our society and most of the world is set up is, to the advantage of the man. Because traditionally we were the breadwinners, we took care of stuff, so things had us in mind first.
So you think the scales tip more towards our direction because of that?
Correct.
I can see that,
and I think that
it gives us a one up. It gives us a one up on the women because we've been in the field longer than they have.
Mm-hmm. But women have, for that reason, have certain things that they can do to motivate men that another man can't do. Like, I can bust out in tears, and Boogie he's just going like, whatever. Unless somebody rob me and we gotta come for somebody. Yeah. Yo, you're gonna be all right. We can talk about it, but he ain't gonna move my direction because I start breaking out in tears. That's not gonna work.
He gonna look at you like a chump. Like, what the fuck you crying for?
Right.
Cause I know I would. I'd be like, yo, what the fuck you cry? Hey, get the fuck up out of here, bro. You a whole man.
Yeah, and in my work in the past, I've used flirting and smiling, to get my way. But I'm not going to try to say I can compete with a woman anywhere, any way, fashion, or form. And I think also sometimes they're underestimated, so that also gives them an advantage because folks assume because they're a woman, they are less than. And if they're quiet and they're smart and they play their position, next thing you know, they're passing you. They're outsmarting you. They're outmaneuvering you.
Right. All right. Do you agree that
ask me the question as a whole? Yeah, I still think we got.
All right. Do you agree that men make more money than women doing the exact same thing? Is that still a thing today?
Absolutely.
You think so? For real?
What?
For real.
Wait, what?
I mean, statistics say it. Now, there's different reasoning.
Who is in charge of these statistics? Thank you.
Where y'all?
That shit don't matter. Where the statistics coming from? Like, who gathers this information? Man. How do we know that all the information is even being inputted in order to get accurate numbers?
That part. I ain't never been surveyed.
Yeah, but I almost snipped at you, and I was like, nah, I can't go there because that'll put you in different kind of trouble, and I don't want to do that. So I'll say this instead. Part of that information comes from taxes and the government not necessarily doing a survey, but if we do taxes every year, that is a survey. We know how much, if you're being honest or mostly honest, you know how much folks is making. You W-2s, you're not hiding. 1099s.
Yeah, but there's a lot of ways to write off money, though, man.
Right. But you still gotta, like I said, W-2 is not lying. 1099, you got an EIN number.
Well, W-2,
you might be able to fudge some stuff.
A W-2, you ain't writing shit off.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And and generally speaking, when they say women make less than men, they're talking W-2s. They're not talking the other ways we get paid out in these streets.
All right. Well, women who are well, you can't compare.
Not even in the street.
That's
though.
Not to me. You getting a W-2, right? Like, that's different from you going out there and making something of yourself to make a living to where you're not in that position anymore. So you can't compare yourself to a male and a female working at McDonald's flipping fries. Right?
Well, any type of position though. It ain't even got to be. It could be an actual professional. Something serious. If a company is hiring for a COO or CFO, whatever, any title, when they're hiring for these positions, it doesn't say the male applicant is going to make 100,000 and the female applicant is going to make 70,000.
Absolutely.
No. Normally, when you go in there looking for those positions, you know what your salary base should be at. So you go in there and you request
male
that.
Or female, it don't matter. Yeah,
right, and you go in there and you request that. And a normal person, if that is not given or honored or nowhere close to, they not gonna take the job. Right? Like if I know I'm worth $150,000 a year, right? And I go into this place and I apply for a job, they interview me, they be like, well, we can only offer you 100. I'm like, I'm sorry, let me know when you got that extra 50. Right. Why am I gonna stay? Why am I gonna stay for less than I'm worth? It's all about knowing your worth. And if you allow, if you know your position, you should be making X amount of dollars, and you go into a company and they tell you, no, your position makes this amount of dollars and it's below what you know you're worth, that's your problem. If you accept that, that's your problem. Like, know your worth in all things.
I think you're absolutely correct. And sometimes, and what it's also been said, and in some circles now, is that women don't tend to ask for as much as the average man. That when they're lined up, they don't ask for as much. So, like you said, that 150, but you might go. He's like, all right, I heard y'all paying 150, but if you want Mr. Fix It, that's gonna be 175. Whereas she might just say, all right, well, I'll take 140 to get the job.
That's her problem.
Right. And she's got to learn to better negotiate for herself. But at the same time, there are also some folks who are like, well, I ain't got to worry about Mr. Fix It getting pregnant. I don't have to worry about Mr. Fix It being emotional. I can hang in the same circle as her, so I'm going to pay him more.
All that shit.
Right. But she might be, I mean, when it comes down to it, she might be better than you, but they got them stereotypes in their head. It's like, all right, well, I'm a trend towards him before I trend towards her, especially if there's already men there, mostly men there. You know, we move differently when there's us and women. Typically, not always, but typically, you know, we have different conversations. We'll tailor our conversations different, and the same way, you know, as a race, we get left out sometimes just because folks feel more comfortable around their own.
Dude, I know some women that would fucking like devour men at a fucking a conference table. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I know I'm dead ass serious. And they'll walk in and they'll demand their worth. They'll demand their respect, bro. And you know what? They'll fucking get it. Because it's their mindset. Like, they know where they need to be at. And to me, like, that's not a privilege. That's me knowing who I am, knowing what the fuck I'm worth, and knowing what you need to be doing to respect me and to keep me here. Right? And those women right there are not privileged. They work hard to get where the fuck they got to. You know what I mean? But then you have these... True. Right. But then you have other women who feel like they should be given the same thing as a man, but they're not doing the same thing as a man. They're not as educated. They haven't been in the field as long. They don't have as much experience. They haven't built a name for themselves like this man has. You know what I mean? It's just like, yo, like, what makes you think, like, if I've been doing this shit 15 years, right? And you can do it just as well as me. You know the same things that I know, and you can do the job just as well as me, but you've only been doing it for 5 years. What makes you think that you deserve the same salary as me? I've been in the game for 15 fucking years. You've been in the game for 5. Why do you get the same salary as me?
Because all things are equal. All humans are equal. Black lives matter.
Fuck out of here. Listen.
Black lives
what happened?
matter.
What happened to seniority? What happened to seniority?
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Yo, there's females out here that are comparing themselves to black men.
That shit's
and
crazy.
Other men. It's like, yo, like you feel like you're being treated unfairly because you're a female? Come on now. Stop this.
I believe it.
You're not.
I believe that.
I don't see anything in our society where females are being treated unfairly.
And you know what? Somebody might say to me, you know, I don't see anywhere in this society where black men are being treated unfairly. And I'm I got a whole life that says differently, but that's my perspective. I'm not a woman. I can't tell you as a woman what she might be perceived unfair in her lifetime. I can't. I can tell you what I've heard, but I can't tell you from firsthand experience. So sometimes you just gotta have to listen and, you know, and be confident in your sources. I mean, not everybody, some people are just BSing. Absolutely. They're just talking ish to talk ish. there's parts of the story they're leaving out.
Right.
But folks, certain folks, you can take their word. You can have those conversations, and they'll be real with you. And
unreal in these streets. Mr. Fix is going to the beach today.
Yes, sir. Taking my kids
to
the beach, man.
Has a
spring break.
A beautiful life.
I don't know. I mean, it's nice.
Make sure you dunk your daughters in the water the same way that you would dunk your son.
Oh, bro, come on, man. Listen, that's equal as fuck. Yo, they all get ass whoopings the same.
I wouldn't do it.
See?
I wouldn't do it.
See? Why would you?
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. I'm gonna tell you. It depends. Are you already taking them to the hairstylist once every 3 or 4 weeks? Are you dropping $150, $200 on their hair?
My wife
if you dropping
$150
on their hair, it's not worth dunking them.
I would never. Yo, listen. I would never. Yo, let me tell you something. I am not ever paying that much to do any of my kids' hair. Ever. You want a hairstyle that's gonna cost over $100? Yo, get your ass a motherfucking job and pay for that shit yourself. I will buy you a brush, shampoo, conditioner, hair grease, whatever the fuck else you need. But if you need $100 to a $200 hairstyle, yo, congratulations on your new job. Save your money,
privilege, man.
Yeah, I don't move like that.
I'm glad Deuce just came over to the dark side.
If you did, you wouldn't dunk him, right?
If I did, fuck yeah, I would.
If you still dunk him?
Yeah, your ass shouldn't have got your hair done when you knew he was going in the pool or the beach. That's your fault. It's 50-50 around this bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck you mean? I'm not gonna dunk you because you got your hair done.
My pocket.
Yo, listen, I got an aunt who I dunked in the pool. Yo, when I still lived in Charlotte, man. I remember Granddad Pool off of
Yeah.
Alright. So look, my cousin, right? She just had her hair. She ain't play about her hair, bro. And we threatened to throw her ass in the fucking pool. You know what she did? She maced the whole fucking house.
Believe it. I believe it.
I believe it too.
She maced the whole house, bro. She maced the whole house.
She's not coming. She's not getting invited to any more barbecues.
Bet you I won't mess with that.
Why you gonna pull up to a pool party knowing that you got your hair did and you can't get wet? Stay your ass at home.
She just wanted to look cute. She wanted to get her feet wet.
Stay your ass at home. And here we go back to that looking cute for people, but don't want to hear anything when someone said, "Listen, I'm out."
We out of this mug. All right, man. Yo, we gotta. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun one. This conversation is gonna be a long.
We definitely need to do a part 2 of this.
Yeah, straight up.
Part 2 tonight at 10.
We're gonna. Oh, we can get to it.
I mean,
I want to do it like
Madness. It's March Madness. Let me see.
We can
talking about pulling up again later. I mean, just let me know.
All right, let's see what's up with that. Let's see if we can get. Let's see if somebody, Carrie can get on.
All right, so you gonna reach out,
a female face
and try to get a female energy in here.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll
Carrie
do that,
says
and then we can pop back in tonight and get it going.
All right, well let's
part
figure it out.
Part duh. All right, man. I'm gotta get ready to get up out of here too, man. Y'all enjoy the beach. I don't know what he's doing. I'm sure he's cutting grass today.
Yeah, beach day today.
It rained last night. Got to cut grass on Monday.
I could dig it. And get my life together. Get ready to go to work. Part duh.
Might not be no beach today.
It's about to rain.
That's what
it always rains. Doesn't it rain
but
every day in Florida?
We in the season.
Only in the summertime.
We in the season where
it's rainy season.
Spring.
Oh, thunderstorms.
Yeah. Fucking bullshit.
All right. Well, let's see what's up, man.
Just let me know, man.
Make it. Hope you enjoy it. All right. We'll tap in later, man. Thank y'all for watching. We appreciate y'all so much. The energy felt great today. Thank y'all for everybody who participated in the chat. We appreciate the dudes for showing up after the podcast was supposed to be over and giving his.
Congress is supposed to vote to not change the
Accept
clocks no more.
your privilege, people. Accept your privileges. Stop acting like we do not have.
I've been ready to go since 9:30. I've been ready to go since 9:30 this morning.
I seen you in the Discord. He's been active. I don't know where the hell he been though.
He wasn't at work though. he was in the parking lot. He didn't come into work. He didn't clock in. He was just
like, yo, I'm here, but I'm not here. All right, y'all.
Yo, everybody in the chat, they supposed to be my fam. They didn't even send me a text message. The first time y'all ain't send me a text message.
Listen,
I ain't get a deuce. Where you at? You okay?
I told Larry to message you, bro.
I knew you was gonna be late. I was like, he's probably still asleep. There's no point.
But I've been awake. I was helping our father with his printer issues.
Yo, bro, I like that hoodie.
Oh,
thank you.
Yeah, it's dope.
I figured since we on the Aaron Rodgers watch, I should represent.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, trying to give some energy to them guys. All right, man. Shit, man. Let's get it cracking. Thank y'all so much, man. Talk Trauma. We appreciate everything. I appreciate y'all for giving your energy to me because y'all uplift me. So thank you for that. And we're gonna do part 2 on this one. The female privilege. It might happen tonight, might not, but definitely the conversation is going to be extended because I'm sure that there are some very passionate people about this topic. I'm one of those. I definitely want to hear some more about what you guys how you feel about it. Even though it's not really a debate, the females have all the privilege. And we still love you.
Don't be scratching your head over there, bro. Don't be scratching your head. It's a fact, man.
It's a big fact. Until next time, don't just do it.
Kill it.
Yes, sir.
You all ready? Peace. Somebody say give up one time. We don't do that.
Hey, well, hello to you. Hello. You believe in love at first sight? I do. I do. And I just made the move from my crew. Why? So I can show the world just what I do. Let's go. Volume 2, back like I never left. Still feeling bulletproof, just a better vest. Them shots went through and through, I got a better chest. Pulled the dagger from my heart and got a better breath. Still a boss and never rest. Just got a better team now. When my brother just got out the P now. And the load isn't just carried by me now. And the path so clear that I can see now. Sitting high on the green now. Extra inches on the waist, got the extra baggage off of me now. Deuces, so don't just do it. Give it your all, and if you can't commit to that, then screw it. If you're back against the wall, let me see some bruises. Keep excuses to yourself, come join the movement, fuckers. Watch me killing with love, killing with sex. Why not? You killing with drugs, You killing with guns, I killing with hugs, my nigga. You killing with birds, I killing with loads, my nigga. For the cause, yup, anything goes, my nigga. And the cause is the fist with the rose, my nigga. So who's putting age limits on dreams? If that's how you feel, say the fuck for me. Cause the last time I checked on the check, the commas don't care if you 21 or 73. So let's get it. Dream catcher, live it. I'm a Mack truck, I'll crush your Honda Civic. Bullshit did it. Broke shit fixed it. All I gotta do is show Michaela how I'm living. Focus to make a difference. Giving because I'm gifted. No more dumbing it down. Get lit or get lifted. The only way you around for more than a visit is if the friendship comes with all of the benefits. Money, hoes, clothes, oh yeah, the business shit. Let that sizzle in your spirit. Spit it so you can hear it. Put it what you can get it. Give it so you can feel it. Lifestyle of the privilege. You wanna learn? I can show you the way. It's the realest shit around. Ain't no time for the games. Can't afford to be soft, sitting home and complain. Like, why you stare at the rain? Your ex said you ain't shit. You can take in the pain. Ain't no need to fear me. I put that on my name. Love. Can you handle being helped with your pain? Love. Ready to get back all that you gave? Love. Tired of just being fucked, wanna make love? I already know, cause I want the same love. This the shit they can't teach in them books. In the streets, this ain't what they teach in them crooks. Thug love, yeah, that shit be good for the looks. But you know the difference between a chef and a cook, right? You know the difference, right? We do this shit. You wanna survive or you wanna live life? You wanna feel dead inside or give life? You wanna be a partner or his wife? All you gotta do is That all.
We do this shit. They don't
Dr.
call
Love,
me Dr. Love,
Larry Love.
nigga.
It's volume 2.
Killing with love.
The game don't stop.
Give y'all
Big bank, no whammies. We keep it pushing. You're only as strong as your team, remember that? Don't just do it, kill it.